Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
No, no, no. Not the undead. The Grateful Dead. Yes, 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 yes. There we go. That's better.
It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Chad from the Beer Hops Podcast. I've got a returning beer, I guess we call it. This is a beer that is brewed by Dogfish Head, so we're going to go back to Dogfish Head Brewery. They've done another collaboration with the Grateful Dead. This is called American Beauty. If I can hold the bottle up straight. This is a pale ale that is brewed with graham and honey. Now, they offered this one back in 2013 and have just re-released it for 2019. I love watching Sam Calagione. He's so fun to listen to. He's got this awesome accent. He's very excited about all of his beers, and it just makes you want to drink them. So cheers, Sam. Hopefully you're watching me drink one of your always interesting, fantastic beers. So on the bottle, it's a light brown long neck with the Dogfish embossed logo. I think it's embossed, right? Is it embossed? Or it's raised. Anyway, Dogfish Head and the Grateful Dead present American Beauty Pale Ale. Label's got two cute little American-looking teddy bears, which goes well with my hat today. On the side, it says it's brewed with granola and honey. You got the refund information for the bottle. Brewed and bottled by Dogfish Head Brewery, Milton, Delaware. Phone number and website. That is all that's on this label other than the government warning and the UPC. So let's crack it open and see what does baby taste like. I'm excited to try this one. I mean, not only do I really like pale ales, this one's kind of a specialty pale ale brewed with graham and honey. I mean, I just don't know what to expect here, so let's get a little sniff out of the bottle. Maybe a hint of honey in the sniff. It's mostly just pale ale smell, but there is a hint of honey. So because the Cubs are on the bottle and I'm wearing a Cubs hat, I'm going to drink out of the 2016 World Championship Cubs glass. There isn't, I don't know that there's no glass recommendation, but in the video when Sam previews this beer, he's just drinking out of basically a pint glass. He's got a little bit of curve to the one he's got, but so this will work just fine. Let's get it poured. Look at that head. Excellent. Is there a little bit left in the bottle? Oh, slight little amount left in the bottle. I'll get that poured here in just a second. Oh, the head smells really good. So there's a less of a pale ale smell. It's still there, but it's definitely the aroma from the dissipating head does release some more honey smell. It's got a sweetness to it. The graham is there. I think the graham. I feel like the graham. I don't know if I'm saying this because I don't know why I'm saying this. Why do I think the graham's going to come out in the flavor in the taste? I have no idea. There's nothing for me to even remotely come up with that thought. There's no way. I have no idea. Never had this beer before. The head that was a nice, about a 2-inch, 1.5-2-inch head on it, dissipating down just ever so slowly. But I think I'll go ahead and go in for a taste here. One more sniff. Yeah, it's just like a sweet pale ale smell. So the honey, I think it's going to come out. It's very, very smooth, very good pale ale. I don't get a specific graham or honey flavor. I think those adjuncts make it a sweeter tasting pale ale. So it's not like drinking a graham cracker honey infused beer, which probably maybe I don't think would taste as good as this does, but I think this is a fantastic, lovely drinking pale ale. That's really good. It's like pale ale up front with a semi-sweet finish. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, we're doing a little bit of a change in the way we're rating beers now. I'll announce it on Friday Morning Beer Review first, but in shows coming up going forward, because we're doing more of a interview style podcast now while drinking a beer and giving some thoughts on it, and the kind of arbitrary nature of the rating scale on Untapped, which we will still use, still check them in. We'll still check our beers in, give you the rating. But your 4.5 may not be my 4.5, or your 3 might not be my 3. Because 3 for me means I'll buy it again. It's a good beer. 4 for me means it's excellent. There's something very, very good about that beer that I would put in an exceptional category. Now, for you, a 4 might be, it was good. Maybe I'll buy it again. So because everybody's rating scale is a little bit different, we decided to change our rating on our reviews to just say, yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's really good. I love it. I got to have that one again, or something like that. And the last category being, that one's going on the shelf. Okay. If the 3 of us, Jake, Adam, and I, can agree on a beer, all 3 of us have to agree that it goes on the shelf. That'll go on a special section on the shelf. We'll probably start this part of it in season 3 when we come out with a new season of Beard Hops. We're currently on season 2. When we start the new season, if the 3 of us can agree on the beer to go on the shelf, after the year is up, we will go back and look at the beers that we all 3 agreed upon, and then try and figure out which one of those is the best. None of us think that we're going to have very many beers on the shelf, because it's going to be tough for the 3 of us to agree for a beer to be that good for all of us to put on the shelf. So anyway, that's a side note. Let's get back to this beer. As I've discussed many times before, Dogfish Head Brewery, awesome brewery, Milton, Delaware. They've got a tasting room in, what is it called? Rehoboth Beach, I think is how you say it. Rehoboth. That's where the Brewings and Eats place is. And then the Dogfish Inn is in Lewes, Delaware. Lewes, Delaware. So this beer, the American Beauty, read the description on the website. There was something different about a Grateful Dead show. Whether you saw 1 or 100, you felt it, but you knew it wouldn't last forever. If only you could have bottled it. American Beauty, a pale ale inspired by the Grateful Dead, captures the spirit of the band's 30 years of touring and recording. Dogfish Head and the Dead both built their followings by connecting directly with beer lovers and music lovers. So when we first started this collaboration back in 2013, we asked those loyal fans to help us drive the recipe. After receiving more than 1,500 ingredient suggestions, granola was tops. It was the main course in millions of parking lot meals, and is a sweet and toasty complement to the barley, succulent wildflower honey, and all-American hops. Now in 2019, and after 3 750 ml releases, we're getting the band back together. Releasing American Beauty in 12-ounce 6-packs for the first time ever. We promise once you taste it, there's nothing left to do but smile, smile, smile. Information on the beer, 6.5% ABV. It is rated at 50 IBUs. Its release is year-round. Style is a pale ale. Food pairing, Thai, jambalaya, and Fritz. I don't know what that is. Fritz? Anyway, it is gold to orange amber in color. The aroma, subtle fruity notes of marzipan, almond, cherries, citrus hops, orange, honey, and malt. Flavor is sweet, lingering honey with citrus accompanied by fruity notes of almond. Mouthfeel is warm and thin, lingering, sweet, and bitter. So there's the whole website description for you. I get the mouthfeel. I think warming and thin is a good description because it's easily drinkable. It does have, like I said, a pale ale start to it with a sweet finish, somewhat bitter, very, very well balanced. The fruitiness of the aroma and taste is definitely there. It just is like a semi-sweet pale ale. And I use the word semi-sweet kind of loosely because it's still very pale ale-y. So I think it's excellent. It's weird not giving you a rating, but I would definitely buy it again. Not shelf worthy, but it's really, really good. Great. Grateful Dead. All right, everybody. Here's to another one. Have a great weekend. Supposed to get some snow here in Wisconsin this weekend. Yay! Never fails. Anyway, the beer will keep me warm, and I'll enjoy the weekend toasting some more of this. Prost, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Cheers to the dead.